Lohit, what we were doing in the last class, we were discussing about this group 7, right? Elements.
And one more thing, I live when the test happens.
Yeah, tell me when?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, coming Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh. And this is for this complete elements topic, right?
Yeah, matter.
The matters. Okay. Oh yeah, so no issue. We'll finalize this one today only. Okay. So eating candy or what?
Mhm.
You know, I have taken your class for your brother also today.
Yeah.
He looks very serious person, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
And you are very like, okay person. And he's very dude kind of things, rude dude. So you both are quite different. How?
Nothing.
Okay. So you play with each other or is
Sometimes.
sometimes? Very good. Mm, okay. So what I will do now, I'll just try to finish the things.
Come on, Ansh, take your place. Come on, Ansh, take your place. Yes. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? I can see your eyes are hidden. Your eyes are hidden. Okay. Come on. Let's see how I'll add music.
Hope you can see my screen, right? You can see my screen.
Yeah.
Yes. So in the last class, we were discussing about the chemical properties of group 7 elements, which was nothing but we call it a halogens, right?
Yeah.
So in halogens, just wait. So halogen, are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and
In.
very good, astatine. Okay. So yeah, on that day we discussed that the melting point of the halogens,
It's low.
yeah, it's low, and also it is increasing if we come from top to bottom, right?
Maybe increasing top to bottom.
Yeah, increasing
Yeah.
from top to bottom, increasing. Obviously, it is very low. You can write like this also. Let me write also.
You're not supposed to go here and there without.
It's very low. And also
Now let's see what we can do.
increasing from top to bottom. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, wait.
Now stand. This is the first one. And then I want next costume. So when I want next costume, I want the next costume to be changed and changed and changed forever.
Yeah.
Now see.
Now, one important thing here we'll discuss about, we call it displacement reactions. Have you heard about that? What is that?
Then like the property that one compound gets the state.
Sorry, can you please tell me again?
When like like from one compound gets displaced.
Still not getting. Actually, what displacement means, it is displacing some other elements, right? Like what I say is, let me give you one example. Let's say the chlorine is there, and if we add potassium bromide, okay,
Okay.
if we add chlorine in potassium bromide, what happened now? This chlorine will displace this bromine part and take in place of bromide. So what happened after that reaction? It will create potassium chloride. Chlorine will come in place of bromine, okay, and bromine will release. Understood? So it is
Yeah.
displacing, the chlorine is displacing the bromine from the compound and taking his place.
Okay.
Understood? That's why it is called a displacement reaction.
Yes.
So how will you write?
Wait, now I'll show you one more.
Chlorine plus potassium bromide as potassium chlorine plus potassium chloride plus bromine.
No, that is the example. You cannot define anything with the help of only examples. You have to write something like that. You can write. Just write it because there might be a question that if for halogen is, you can write halogen displaces the compound of other halogen and form the salt and the halogen itself. Right?
Yeah.
Today you are not in the mood of writing anything. Just write it, right? Or you can write,
But can I get a pen?
can I get what?
A pen.
Yeah, sure.
I got one.
Okay. You can write this definition, you can write. Otherwise, you can write it is a reaction where one element displaces the other element from the compound.
You cannot see him, actually he's on a different window. I can understand because his face is not visible.
There's a reaction where one element displaces another element
Yes.
from a compound.
Yeah. Now, question is why? Who is stronger to replace, right? So,
Compound.
yeah, like let's suppose you are going school by bus. So some people, some other boys are sitting on your at your seat. Are you like, there are two possibilities. Are you able to ask him to leave? There are two possibilities, right? If he is bigger than you, then you can simply ask, oh, just leave it. Just leave my seat. Okay. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And if he's stronger than you, You cannot do that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So here the same concept happens to this displacement reaction also. What happens when the stronger element comes in, then it can displace the other element. Okay, not
Okay.
all the elements, the stronger elements. Now the question is, who is stronger? Now the stronger means who is more reactive. Now tell me which one is more reactive in halogen?
Top.
Yeah, top
Like,
elements. Means if you are coming from top to bottom, the reactivity will decrease, right?
yeah.
So write that from top to bottom. This is very important questions from top to bottom in group 7 element. The reactivity decreases, means becomes weaker. It cannot replace the other element.
Activity decreases and the melting point increases.
Yes. Here I'll just write it, then let you know what exactly I mean. I have some examples, like I'm writing options are examples. If fluorine okay, if fluorine is added to potassium chloride and next is if iodine is added to potassium chloride, then what will happen? And if bromine
Left.
is added to sodium iodide and chlorine is added to sodium bromide. Okay. Yes.
What's the question?
My question is the first question, like the question is like we have four options, four examples, four reactions are there. Okay. You have to predict the product. You have to predict the product. Okay. Like in the first reaction, it is given fluorine is added to potassium chloride. Okay. Now, yeah.
There will be potassium chloride because the chloride is more reactive than chloride.
And plus chlorine, right?
Yeah.
Then next one. Is it possible?
So see is the potassium chloride plus iodine because chloride reacts more than iodine.
So is it like can iodine replace chloride here in the second one?
Yeah.
So it is this reaction is not possible, right?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. What about this one? Bromide and sodium.
Yeah, I think possible.
Yeah, it's possible. And what will be the product? Sodium bromide plus
Iodine.
very good. What about the fourth one?
Yeah.
Possible?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. So it should be sodium chloride plus bromine, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Just imagine, actually, what does it have now? But this side of this is this, if it is facing in this direction. This side is this and this side is this. You also face in same direction, and face in same direction of the arrow. Face in the direction towards the arrow. Yeah. Yeah. No, face, yes. Why are you jumping here and there? Just face in one direction. face in one direction. Okay. Now tell me which is your left side and right side. No, both cannot be.
He's asking you, which is your left, which is your right. What is left or right?
Speak. Huh? Speak. Yes, this is right. So, right is this side. If the angry bird goes here, you have to turn towards the right side. Not the left side. You have to turn towards the
Written?
Congress.
Yes. Okay. If you're written, I have a question for you. Okay. Listen carefully. Okay. A student adds a halogen solution. Okay. The student adds a halogen solution to potassium chloride. Okay. Full stop. There is no reaction. There is no reaction. Now you have to predict the position of the halogen in the periodic table. No, which halogens? Like they are asking, they are saying that the student adds a halogen solution to potassium chloride means what it means is some halogen is there. It is adding to potassium chloride and saying that there is no reaction. Yes, it should be lower than the chlorine, right? So it is fluorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. So it should be this three, right? Okay, so you have to write like this. You have to show all the elements, and then you have to tell these elements are below the chlorine one. So it is not possible when we add these halogens to this potassium chloride, it is less reactive than the chlorine. So it will not react, it will not replace, or it will not displace the chlorine from the compound. So there is no reactions. Okay. You have to explain like this. Otherwise, you will get only 1 marks. If you give just if you give just you have to explain. You have to explain properly. Okay. Very good. Now I'm coming to the next topic, which is the group 0 element. Okay. Which one is the group 0 element, Lohit?
Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon.
Xe, right? And Rm.
Yeah.
Okay. These are also called a noble gas. That's true. So they might ask you in one marks question, which group elements are called noble gas. Okay.
No, but they have to figure the
Sorry?
because we will have to figure the cube for the test.
Oh, okay. So there is no question from the periodic table this time? Okay. Yeah. So, okay, I have some question for you. Have you seen double glazing the window? You have? in your house?
I don't know.
Actually, what happened in that window?
This one,
The double glazing window. No, no, no. What is that? I don't know. You tell me. What is the double glazing window? Okay. No. Can you please tell me the construction of that window? How people made this kind of window?
they need to fix them.
No, what I mean is, window means like what they do is there are two glasses. Okay, they keep two glasses like this in a frame. Okay, two glasses in a frame. So and the gap between those two glasses can they filled with this group zero elements. Okay, let me show you. Actually, I have wait. Wait. Yeah. Can you see the picture, Lohit? This picture? Yeah. So you can see, like there are two glasses connected in one frame, and there is a gap between these two glasses, right? This gap can be filled with group zero elements. Why? Yes, they wanted to fill this space with the novel gas so that there should not be heat transfer from outside or from inside. Okay. So the place where the like the more where there is a very less temperature like at your place, people use this kind of window to uh, keep the heat inside the room, or they don't want to take the colder wave from outside to inside. Okay, so because of that only they used to keep these things. Just give me a minute. Where to start? Yeah. And what about the helium gas balloon? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Yes. So why not if we fill the helium gas balloon with air only, not helium? What is the difference if we filled with air and we filled with helium?
since air is like more density.
Yes.
If air more density, so it makes the balloon like way more.
It will remain as it is. It will remain on the earth only, right? And if we fill the gas I mean, if we fill with helium, it is very less, very light also with air, so it will go up, right? Yes.
That, that,
Less density, less
yeah.
dense. Yeah, less density. Very good. Okay. Yeah, it almost follows the same pattern. If we go from top to bottom, from top to bottom, melting point increases. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you can write melting and boiling point both. And also very, very low actually. Also, it is very, very low. You know,
What do you say?
sorry?
It doesn't point between it's up to bottom.
Yes, from top to bottom, if you are coming from top to bottom, it is increasing.
Top to bottom.
Yeah,
Point increasing.
yes. Sorry? Okay. And the value is like you can write the value helium, neon. Do we use neon somewhere else also? Have you heard about the word neon light?
Yeah.
Yes. Why we call like what is the difference between normal lights and helium neon light?
Kind of glowing.
Yes, more brighter, right? Okay. So this is one of the properties of the novel gas that if we supply current to that or charge to the gas, it glows. Okay. Neon light is simply a tube. Okay, it is simply a tube in which neon gas is filled. And if we supply current to that gas, I mean to the tube, that glows like anything. Like that's why neon light is it is very, very brighter. Okay. So neon, argon, then krypton, and then xenon. If you want to write the values of boiling point, I mean minus 279 degrees Celsius, the boiling point.
The melting point is really low.
Yeah, melting point is even lower than that.
Sustainable gases melting point is very low.
Yes, you can write very, very low actually. You can now imagine like boiling point is minus 269 degrees Celsius. Boiling point is this one. Now you can imagine the melting point, right? And this is
Okay.
246 minus 186 minus 152 minus 108. But you can see if you are coming from top to bottom, it is increasing, right?
Yeah.
Minus 2 is greater or minus 3?
-2,
Which one is greater, minus 2 or minus 3?
-2.
Exactly. So from top to bottom, you can see it is decreasing. I mean, increasing. Now, as we discussed already, that there are several uses of novel gas, like in the glazed window also we use novel gas just to protect the heat transfer. Okay, heat should not go out from the room, or heat should not come inside the room. Okay. And the neon light, you said, the balloon in which we use helium gas. There are lots of uses. Okay.
Okay.
Some chemical property you can write. So it is highly inactive. They don't react with anything. That's why we call it inert gas. Okay. You can write. It is the noble gas takes part in very few reactions. Very few reactions. They are highly, you can say, noble gas takes part in very few reactions, or we can say it is very unreactive. Okay.
Okay.
But if you come from top to bottom now, if you come from top to bottom, the reactivity increases. Okay. If you come from top to bottom, the reactivity increases. Although they are very unreactive, but if you come from top to bottom means if you come to neon, argon, krypton, and xenon, relatively they are little better in reactions. Okay.
Okay.
So we can write from top to bottom, they are slightly better in reaction. Or you can say they are slightly more reactive. Although they are very inactive elements, they don't react with anything or something. Okay, but when we come from top to bottom, they used to react with somebody.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom?
No, so I think you say top to bottom, they get more reactive.
Yeah, comparatively. Okay.
Like top to bottom, they get a bit reactive.
Yes,
More reactive.
yes, little bit reactive. Although they are very unreactive elements, but if you come from top to bottom, their reactivity increases a bit. Now, where they found
What?
helium and neon, these two elements are, you cannot, we haven't seen, like, actually, I haven't seen helium and neon in any reactions.
Wait, doesn't the member glass glow in the dark?
Yeah, it cannot. But anyway, but we have to supply the current. Then only it can glow.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
we supply a current or charge, then it can glow, and it can glow very, like, that's a very brighter light, you can say. So as I said, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as I said, if we come from top to bottom, they are slightly more reactive. Means from the top, that means helium and neon, you will never see him in any compound reactions. Okay, so we can say that helium and neon never reacts with any compound. But if you come down, little down, like what is that next one? Helium, neon, argon, right? Argon is also you will not find somewhere. Krypton is somehow little bit more reactive than these three. So you can say kryptons react with most reactive elements, means fluorine. Which one is the most reactive elements in the periodic table?
Like from anywhere.
Anywhere.
I really did that.
So the most reactive group is?
Alkali metal.
No. Halogens. Halogens are most reactive elements.
Reactive.
Yeah, reactive, more reactive. Most, you can say halogens are the most reactive elements of the periodic table. What happened, Lohit? Are you
Nothing.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So halogens are the most reactive elements in the periodic table. And if you compare in the halogens, which one is most reactive?
Fluorine.
Yeah, so fluorine is the most reactive element in whole periodic table.
Okay.
Okay. And that's why when we keep like when we when we try to do the reaction with krypton, the most reactive elements combined with krypton, because krypton is very less reactive, right? As we know, because this is the group 0 element, they are very less reactive. But if we comes in contact with the fluorine, which is very high reactive, like you can say most reactive elements, they form a compound called krypton difluoride. You can write. It is very important. Krypton can write, is very less reactive. Is less reactive, but it combines with most reactive elements, that is fluorine, and form krypton difluoride.
The krypton combined with reactive elements, then bracket fluorine to form
Yes, krypton difluoride.
fluoride.
Yes, the chemical name is KrF2. KrF2. This is important. Why is it important? Because we all know that noble gas are very less reactive, but still he is making one compound, so that compound is very important now.
Okay.
If we go further down to the group 0 element, means xenon, it is also very unreactive, but as compared to the krypton, neon, helium, it is little more reactive than this, and it also forms compound. So xenon, which is very less reactive, but still form compound with fluorine and oxygen. Fluorine is most reactive, right? So whenever it comes with any element, it will combine.
Okay.
What is unreactive? If I say unreactive means what? What do you mean by unreactive?
It doesn't react to
Yeah.
any substance that much
Or
not at all.
okay. Now some of the questions I will ask you. Like if you compare the trend of boiling point for the group 7 and group 0 element. Okay. What you will find? The group 0 element and group 7 elements. If you compare the boiling points.
That their boiling points and halogen is less reactive substances and neighbor gas that's more reactive substances, a bit more reactive.
No, I'm not talking about the reactivity. I'm talking about the boiling points, like which have the like group 7 element have the more boiling point, or from like if you have to compare in the group, right? So you have to say like if you come from top to bottom in group 7, what happens to the boiling point? And if you're coming from top to bottom in group 0 element, what happened to the boiling point?
The top to bottom in the boiling point of the stable increase. Top to bottom.
Okay, and in group 0 element,
They also increase.
then what is the change? What is the difference between these two?
Never gas its boiling point is melting boiling point is low.
Very low as compared to group 7 elements, right?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. So have to give some reasons also why whatever you are saying that you have to give the reasons. Can you say this? Question number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. What would be your answer for the question number 2? You just tell me the answer. How will you write the answer?
Minus 184.
No, you don't know, right? It is very difficult to remember all the values of the boiling point of any
Oh
things,
yeah.
right?
Minus 157 minus 349.
Yes, it lies between these two value, right?
Yeah.
So how will you write? You have to write the answer in a proper way. Then you will get the 2 marks or full marks, whatever. So you have to write like this. Listen carefully. You have to write like this. You know the trend. If you are coming from top to bottom, the melting point increases, right? Melting point and boiling point both increases, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now you have to tell that you have to written like this. You have to write like this that the melting point of argon will lies between minus 249 degrees Celsius to minus 157 degrees Celsius. Okay.
Okay.
And its value will not smaller than minus 1 and it will not be smaller than minus 249 degrees Celsius and should not be bigger than minus 157 degrees Celsius. Understood?
Yeah.
So you have to explain something like that the melting point of argon will lies between minus 157 to minus 249 and its value should not be greater than minus 157 and should not be less than minus 249 degrees Celsius. Understood?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to write like this. Then you will get the full marks. Otherwise, they will take your marks somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. These are the summary. Just wanted to know whether all the things you know or not. Just check the things. All materials are made up of one.
I know they already.
Okay. Good. Then let me check the questions if we have anything. Questions are there. Yes. Answer some of the questions at least.
Element is a substance made up of one type of atom. One. Oxygen. Two. Oxygen and carbon. The formula of carbon dioxide is Cu. There is one carbon atom. There's one atom of carbon for every 2 atoms of oxygen.
Okay. One of the element of carbon dioxide is carbon and the other element, either oxygen, right? State the number of types of atoms in carbon dioxide. How many types of atoms are there?
2.
Very good. Copy the complete these things. Okay, this you will get. Okay, tell me these things. What is that? Total number of atoms in a molecule. This is the molecule, right?
Yeah.
So one bigger atom is there, 2 smaller atoms are there, right?
Yeah.
So how many total number of atoms in this molecule? Very good. Number of different types of atoms?
Is sulfur and oxygen.
Yes. Anyway, we don't have to write these things. It's okay. And state whether the sulfur dioxide is an element or a compound.
Compound.
Why?
Because
Huh?
sulfur dioxide is a compound. Because sulfur dioxide is made up of two elements chemically joined together.
Because you can write something like that. It's a compound because sulfur dioxide is the product of two elements, to the combination of two elements, sulfur and oxygen. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so number of atoms and elements in one sulfur dioxide molecule. Okay, that's okay. That is not a question. Just give me at this side. Yeah, what is that? Can you read the question number 4?
The outline periodic table shows the position of five elements. Each element is represented by a electrolyte. The electrolyte period element. The A, a tiny element that conducts electricity and electricity both is D.
A tiny elements that conduct electricity and reacts vigorously with water.
B.
Which one?
B.
B. Very good. Next.
An unreactive gas room temperature is D.
D. Very good. Next.
That is sunlight low boiling point is C.
Very good.
An element that can be used for electric cables is A.
Obviously. A and
A.
A.
B.
A or B or both?
Yeah. Good.
Okay. No, what is that element?
Like potassium or it's either potassium or sodium. Sodium.
It's sodium, I think, right? I think so. So lithium, so no, that's potassium. That lithium, then sodium, then potassium, right? So B is
Yeah.
potassium. So we cannot make the cable from potassium. It is like, although this is a metal, but it is very difficult to make the cable from potassium. So that would be the A answer. These are all metals, right? So metal, like we make the cable from the metals only, right? Yeah, so these are very good conductor of electricity and the heat as well. So this can be made. So A is the correct answer for this one. What about the E?
E. I don't know.
An element that could be pumped into a container used to to store important
Wait,
documents.
can you give up?
B.
D.
D. Yes. What about what is that element?
Yeah.
Neon, right?
Using unlabeled gas.
Neon or
It's helium unlabeled gas.
yes.
So, yeah.
So helium, it's helium is a noble gas, helium, then neon, then argon, right? With xenon, then krypton, then radon, right?
Yeah.
So argon, D is nothing but the argon, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Can you please tell me which element is in liquid form? Which metal is in liquid form?
One second. Mercury.
Mercury, very good. Any other? Any non-metal?
I think
Any non-metal? Any non-metal? Iodine, no. Iodine, no. Bromine.
Yeah.
Okay, remember this. This is very important. Because in liquid state, very less number of elements are there in the liquid state. Okay. What is that question? So question number 3. The following table show the data for 6 elements. The diagram shows their position in the periodic table. Okay. Group 1, group 0. And yes. Okay. So name the element, name of the element, chemical symbol, melting points. Compare the melting point pattern, the group 1 and group 0 elements.
The melting point for alkaline metal
Uh-huh.
decrease top to bottom,
Yes.
and for stable gas they increase top to bottom.
Yeah, but this is 6 marks question. How will you answer?
And I did notice.
You know the values?
From they what?
What will you do to get all the marks?
In alkaline
Hmm.
gas, their melting point is very low,
Very good.
and
Because this is 6 marks question.
gas
So in that case, you don't need to remember some of the, at least some of the melting points of at least for the noble gases. Because only 3 groups are there, right?
yeah.
So either you have to remember some of the, maybe 2, 3, if you remember now, you can tell the pattern. It is decreasing from top to bottom or it is increasing from top to bottom, something like that. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway, our main motto is to get more marks. Like they have given this question for 6 marks, then there should be some pattern, right? Okay. Okay. Oh no, they have already given here, right? The neon, argon, and krypton. See,
Yeah.
so they have already given. You know, no need to remember these things, right? You can simply tell that it is decreasing, but it is here. It is increasing. These are the values you can tell. You don't have to remember, but you have to write like this: all the values in one side of the group 1, other side on the for the group 0 elements. Okay, so that's it. I think so. Reaction is not the part of the test, right?
The,
So only this periodic tables and the whole elements. I mean, the matters, right?
yeah.
So in that matter, so elements and the periodic table, 2 topics are there for the test.
Yeah.
Okay, so no problem. You just revise all these things. Again, we will discuss on Sunday. The whole, like the full topic we will discuss. Okay? You
Okay.
don't have to remember anything. We will discuss and you will remember the things. Hey. And don't worry, it is not too cold outside. You are wrapping yourself like a kid. Okay then. Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Stop. Brother. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, man.